Well, on the heels of the popular free prepper things to do, we've graduated to the cheap prepper things to do. Number one, easy door hardening. The strike plates, latches, hinges, most of the stuff that's on your door has short little tiny screws, generally half-inch screws, holding it into just the little thin piece of wood, the door jamb. Replace those short screws with longer screws. Go into a hardware store, pick up some 3.5 inch construction screws, come home, take out at least one of the short screws in each of the strike plates, hinges, everywhere you can find one on your door, and put in at least one longer screw. That'll go through the jamb and into the stud, making it an awful lot harder to kick your door in. Two, install motion lights. Another security themed one by the garage, front entrance, sheds, back doors. Motion lights can alert you that someone's there and startle off intruders. They might go and look for an easier target. Buy or replace old smoke and carbon monoxide alarms. Or if you have them, at least check the batteries. Fire department recommends usually twice a year. Check and make sure the batteries are good and test the device to make sure it's working. Get a spare can opener. It's amazing how often can openers fail. I seem to always be, maybe I'm just hard on can openers, but going through can openers a lot. So keep a spare can opener around. Now, if you don't have a fire extinguisher, maybe you say, well, I can't afford one. Maybe you can afford a couple dollars for a box of baking soda. Keep it by the stove. For a small fire, grease fire, something in the kitchen, garbage can, sprinkle baking soda on it. It's just sodium bicarbonate, and that's pretty much the same thing that you get in Class ABC fire extinguishers. So a very cost-effective way to have some extra fire safety in the kitchen. Keep a flashlight by the bed. Just one on the night table, anywhere by your bed. If the power goes out, at least you can grab a flashlight and keep some spare batteries for it. Get a gas can. Talked about this in other ones as well, but get a can, fill it up. It'll cost you, a few bucks to have that, but then just put it into rotation. So maybe once a month or every couple of months, pour that can into your vehicle, and then when you next stop at the gas station, fill the can back up again. If something happens, at least you've got a spare, small spare supply of gas at home. If you can't afford that, just get the can for now and have that ready. Because guaranteed, if there's a big fuel shortage, those gas cans are going to fly off the shelves as well. If you need medication, stock up if you can. If your meds have the shelf life that allow you to do this, it'll cost a little bit up front to get an extra month, 2-3 months, whatever it is. But then you have it, and then you just keep using the oldest one, and then every month just get another month supply or whatever your routine is. And then if there is a disruption to the supply chain, you can't get meds, at least you've got a bit of a buffer there, some cushion. Learn some new skills. Sign up for classes. Now, if you can't afford that, go to the library. Get some books on something. Read through them. Maybe, you might say, well, I don't have internet. I don't have this. I don't have that. You can always go and get a book or get help from a friend that's a bit more knowledgeable, and maybe it'll cost you a couple bucks to get him a coffee or, buy him an ice cream cone or something as a thank you. If you can, get a pair of walkie-talkies, just quick backup communications. I know I've got some here, and sometimes when the kids are going out, even just across the hayfield or, exploring in the bush and that, give them a walkie-talkie. If you have poor cell phone coverage, at least you can still talk to them. Or if you have to evacuate, maybe you have 2 vehicles, one walkie-talkie in each vehicle, so you can communicate on the way out. More to come. Thanks.